ఓం శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః. అందరికీ నమస్కారం. In this video, let us examine what is spiritual innocence as observed by a master. The rishis, the yogis, the sages did years of penance, withdrew themselves, introverted, abstained from the noise of the world, and minimized their sensual intervention to their thought process. And in that state of withdrawal, tuning themselves into tunes of silence in their consciousness enabled revelations to happen to them, and the expression of that is the Upanishads. Now you are somebody still in the world of cricket matches, serials and all that, and only 3 to 4 minutes into the puja room, seeking realization, nirvana instantly. See, you rarely ask like this, my Lord, lead me to you. Did you ask any time this in your prayer? But most of the time you only ask, get me that and give me that. So now this is our entire relationship with God. He is an agent, he is your assistant, he is one who can be bribed, and he will do something in return for a lot of you. That is where still your level of spirituality is, master said. See, you can buy the books, and somewhere Upanishads you can scan and read. It will create doubts, not because you don't have the intelligence to understand, but you are not intellectually prepared to understand that edge. So you can go and ask a question on the Upanishads, and rightfully a guru is supposed to tell you, you are not ready for it, my dear, but and you have miles to go before you reach there. We have not yet got your Sarigama Padani right, and you are asking, can I do a concert? You are not that ready yet. You don't have the stamina to run around the cricket field even 6 times. Even if I teach you batting, you will not be able to stay at the crease for 100 runs. You are not ready for it yet. But unfortunately, no teacher says that. Even an Arjuna was brought to the war without even qualifying. Is he ready for war? Because all the capabilities Arjuna had displayed till then were only in practices. He has never faced a war. See, even an Arjuna was brought to the war without him being prepared for the war, and in the war he had only that noise in the mental mind, no clarity. So you ask a question on Upanishads. The master continued, see, it is the pseudo guru's ego. Normally guru should not have an ego, but he has to create impression in you. For him, it is not important that you live an impressive life. For him, it is important that you are impressed by him. You should be impressed. Display of knowledge says, I know. So, when you ask a question, the logical answer is to tell you, if he is a right master, that you are not ready for it. But he answers as a display of I know. And when you receive a knowledge on spirituality for which you are not yet ready, it does not create any kind of quietude in you. It does not create silence in you. It only creates noise in you. It gives birth to more and more questions, like the questions with which you came now. What is your question? What is the science of karma? What is important right now is not to understand science of karma. What is important right now to understand is that in every moment of selfless living, you accumulate a karmic investment and you expend a karmic debt. So, right now, go and show that in a day, at least one experience per day you can do, which is purely selfless. That your entire day is not about me, mine, myself. But there are moments in your life that you are not living for your sake, but you are living by putting the others ahead of. First, experientially go and practice selfless living, said the master, and that is living in alignment to the science of karma, not understanding the theory about it, living in a state of sacrifice. And come back, then the master said. But he starts expounding all that he knows about science of karma to you, I mean the pseudo guru. And at that level, listening to science of karma gives birth to 15 more questions in you, creating a lot more noise in you. From here, say point X, wanting to know about there, that is point Y. See, never leads you there, but keeps you here and creates a lot of noise in you. When quietude should have been the next logical step in your spiritual evolution, your head gets even more noisy. We somehow think intellectually, I can fast forward a few steps in my evolution. For example, 8 to 11 years old boys, for them there is no way for me to tell them to contemplate, analyze and think. Right now, such kind of boys have to be directed through activities. They need instructional communication. Do this, don't do this, and they will do this, and this will create experiences in them. And when they have these experiences and I deliver a knowledge to them on how these experiences happened, then only they understand the knowledge imparted to them. But if I tell them contemplate, sit and think, what happens? In fact, I asked one of those boys, what do you want to become in life? He said, I want to become a doctor. Now, there is no basis as to why they want to become a doctor. Why do you want to become a doctor? The only reply you get from a child is no, I want to become a doctor. It is not like you that they have done an entire analysis and they found that by virtue of becoming a doctor, besides making money, I will be able to serve the mankind also. So, for them there is no motive, it is just an impulse of the child. So, it is just innocence, and in spirituality we are all relatively innocent somehow. Taking this route, when I am still here at point X and I want to understand there, that is at the point of Y, it is creating a lot of noise in us. We should be seeking experiences, but we are seeking intellectual delight. We should be seeking how to deepen, intensify my experiences at this level. But we want to jump the gun and want to understand concepts, creating a lot of noise, not realizing when you reach there at that maturity, what you can understand will unfold to you. When you reach there at that maturity, unlike in materialism, what happens? You have to ask questions, you have to keep challenging concepts, you will have to understand why competitor is doing better than me. So, you will have to ask how come they can be number 1 and I am number 4. Why has this strategy not worked? Or what strategy will give me a better market share and all that. So, in fact, the more you question and the more you answer, the better you have a direction. I mean, the better direction you have as far as materialistic growth is concerned. If at all you have a question on the spiritual side, my dear, and you may not know whether you are asking a question at your level or at another level, I think you need a source like a master or guru, who is able to express his love by saying no sometimes to you. Expression of love is not necessarily yes all the time. Sometimes to say, my son, you are not ready for it yet, is also required. So, first live through this clarity, create a lot of experiential validation, then I think you can get back. See, your prayer to the divinity should be like this: lead me higher in maturity, and that kind of prayer leads you to that maturity, that I have this faith, I will know what I need to know when I am ready to know. Earlier will only create noise in me. So, climb the ladder of knowledge by seeking experience and not only intellectual delight, concluded the master. So, thank you all.